What's up everybody, Jeremy here, and today I want to show you Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. This game is going to be released on February 19th, 2013, which is probably the day that you're looking at this. I've been playing this game for a few days now. I've gone through it, I have completed it, and well, now that the embargo is up, I can tell you that this game is really good. It's actually quite awesome. This game is available for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It's a regular $59.99 game, and it was developed by Platinum Games, the same people who made Bayonetta, but it was originally being developed by Kojima Productions, but they couldn't quite figure out how to make a third-person action game that had a focus on the sword and to make that truly a great game to play. They couldn't figure out how to do it, so right before they were going to cancel it, they decided to let Platinum Games handle it, just basically give them the overall story and the theme that they're going for, and just said, do what you do. And they did, and they made it great. So I'm going to show you a little bit of this game right here, actually. Specifically, I'm going to show you the very first level. This is not the level that was shown in the demo. This is the level that shows right in before he got his advanced cyborg armor, like the one that you see here in this title screen. It's just going to sort of paint a picture of how that came to be, and it also starts the game with a pretty cool boss fight. So yeah, let's get into that, and then I'm going to also show you some of the upgrade paths that you can go down in this game, and yeah. So let's just go down to the story. Let's select a new chapter. And this level right here, file R-01, that's where the demo took place. But we're going to start at 00 on normal difficulty. Now I'm going to let this cutscene play out, so if you don't want anything to be spoiled, just go ahead and skip ahead to the actual gameplay. But this is going to, help paint a picture of what you have to look forward to in Metal Gear Rising.
3 years. We've come so far in just 3 short years.
The sign of a strong leader, sir.
No. The will of a strong people. And one very able advisor.
Thank you, sir.
Your team deserves credit as well, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Just doing our job, Mr. Prime Minister.
I must admit, I once thought of groups like yours as opportunists, enablers of war. But you've trained our new army well. Order has returned sooner than expected. Perhaps I was wrong about these private military companies.
We prefer private security providers, sir. Most of Maverick's contracts do focus on security.
Yes, well, security can mean many things.
There's a saying I like. One sword keeps another in the sheath. Sometimes the threat of violence alone is a deterrent. Sometimes, by taking a life, others can be preserved. It's the code the samurai lived by.
A soldier and a philosopher. You are full of surprises, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
I could say the same about you, Mr. Prime Minister.
What is happening?
Someone's blocking the lead vehicle. Hold on.
Clear the road! This is official state business! I said clear the road! We're authorized to use force if you do! orders. Courtney, what is happening?
We got hit, sir. A cyborg.
Whose?
XF comes up unaffiliated.
I'll notify all checkpoints. Get on money out of there.
Yes, sir.
We are going to die.
Stay calm.
He's got friends on our 12.
Raiden,
I'm on it. Guard the Prime Minister. Let's get this over with.
So, to elaborate a little bit on what you just saw, Raiden is an employee of a private military company called Maverick. And what Maverick does, instead of being like a typical private military company that just profits from war, no matter who dies in the process, let's just cut this guy up. Maverick actually specializes in trying to keep the peace, so they kind of give a different, more positive spin on private military companies.
the limo is in trouble.
And this is not a direct sequel to Metal Gear Solid 4, but it does take place within the same universe, so it is all connected. Now, the main thing about Metal Gear Rising is the sword system, the blade, the cutting system. So if I don't like this tree, for example, I can just cut it down. If I don't like this guy, I cut him down, around, up, down, and all around. Just like that. And if you want to be more precise with your cuts, you can press L1 and use the right analog stick and kind of rotate it around, and you can determine the angle of your cut. So if I want to cut that car there, then I want to cut it here and up that way. And let's go around here and down the tire like that. And that's how it ends up. Yeah, this guy wants to mess with me too, huh? Now, what you're seeing here is not the same Raiden that you will play as in the rest of the game. This is kind of like a prologue, if you will. Also, things like this can be cut. Almost everything can be cut. Of course, you can't cut through buildings, like this. But if you press up, well, you can't do that yet. But a lot of cars and pillars and things like that, those can definitely be cut down. So let's just get through these guys here. I hate you, tree. Let's just get through these guys here.
Right, it's on the other side of that barricade.
And also, like a Jedi Knight, Raiden can cut bullets as they're coming towards him. So that's pretty cool. You can also lock on to enemies individually by pressing R2. Who else wants some? You?
What are you doing, Raiden? Get to that limo.
I'm on it. Just trying to show the people a good time. Alright, so we can cut through this gate here. And we are at another cutscene, so let's check this out.
So you're Jack.
What do you want with the Prime Minister?
I want him dead. Nothing personal, of course. Africa's just getting a bit too peaceful.
What?
Business ain't been the same since they shut down SOP. A clean break from the war economy. Huh. Well, some of us like that economy. How's an honest warmonger supposed to make a living?
This is your answer? Don't do it!
Don't worry now. I won't. Not while he's still useful. So long.
What? They have a Metal Gear?
Yes, this is a Metal Gear. Now, in case you're wondering, you do not need to have played any Metal Gear game in order to get a grip on what's happening in Metal Gear Rising. Even though it does tie in with the Metal Gear games and there are references made to some of the events in the game, it's not completely necessary in order to have a good time and to get a general idea of what it is you're fighting for. Come on, Metal Gear. I don't need a rocket launcher to take you out. Oh dear God.
They swapped out the hydraulic cutter for a plasma cannon.
Ugh.
Use the ninja gun to dodge that
No,
plasma.
right in. No, right in. No, attack this. Had the lock on the other leg. It's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Now you can go into free blade mode if you want to, but it's slower, and I think that it's not as awesome when you try to do that. Give me that leg. There we go. Take out these guns on this side. And also, take a listen to the music. 'Cause the music in this game, especially during boss battles, is really, really good. Not today, gun guy. Make sure it's into nice little pieces.
Now, Raven, bring it down.
With pleasure.
Stop that blade. Yes! Leave it wide open!
And that's how we bring down a Metal Gear without a rocket launcher.
Do not rest easy just yet, huh?
Now, back to business, yeah?
He's on the other side of that collapsed building. Go!
Alright, we're just gonna ninja run up these things. Well, let me see if I can go into the little... Okay, I can't access those options yet. We're gonna have to do that after this stage. Because there's still plenty more in the combat mechanics of this game that you just don't see in in the prologue chapter.
Use your ninja van to move over obstacles.
So Raiden's yeah, he's just jumping over this by himself because I'm holding R1. I did that slide, but everything else he does, he's doing by himself.
You must catch it.
A gate. That parkour. Of course, he's not dead.
That damn you cheat. It still works?
It do, Boris. Get all the way, Raiden. Oh God. Go. He's got one arm. Oh God. Bring it on.
Use blade mode to take down those heavy missiles.
Oh, come on. I so took out some of those missiles. How dare you not give me that? Those missiles also drop health, so hope that didn't just kill me. Right in the face. Oh God. Come on, Metal Gear. Damn. No, no, no. I need these. Oh my God. Maybe I can. These guys drop health. There we go. When will you learn that your cannon's no use against my sword, buddy? Come on now, we've been over this time and time again. Oh God, I should have known he was going that way.
Finish that bastard off.
With pleasure. And that is actually how we beat a Metal Gear without a rocket launcher.
front of the train. After him.
Yeah, we're just running along the train.
Raiden, an unidentified field roader is headed your way. Keep an eye out for it.
Prime Minister! Huh. Too little too late, hero. I won't be needing my little shield here any longer. Stop! What about all the good things war has done for us? Why don't we ever hear speeches about that? Jobs, technology, a common purpose?
Raiden, forget me. Stop him.
You ain't listening.
Mind if I got in?
All we're saying, give war a chance! No!
So our buddy Sam here and the big guy that just left, they were part of this group that call themselves the Winds of Destruction. They're kind of the traditional band of Metal Gear villains that each are very unique in their own ways, and there's always something very fun about their respective boss battles. So let's just fight Sam. I'm all cyborged out.
Self-taught. And not half bad. Still. Your technique lacks something.
It lacks your face on my sword. Oh dear God. Ah, you missed. And that hurts.
Now I see. You deny your weapon its purpose. It yearns to bathe in the blood of your enemies, but you hold it back. No.
My sword is a tool of justice.
yes, that has happened to him before, ironically enough. And no, he has pain inhibitors on, so no, he doesn't feel that. Get away, Sam!
Do you want to practice
Get up!
first? Gotta try harder than that.
Yeah. Stay back, Sam.
Do you want to practice first?
Don't you do it.
Gotta try harder than
Up,
that.
Sam! Oh, God.
This is what happens when you bring a tool to a sword fight. It's over. Lucky devil.
Get you waiting, huh? Down you go! Flares!
And that, my friends, is how Raiden got his new cyborg body. So yeah, that was the prologue episode, and got an A for that. A for effort. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, really briefly, is go to one of the chapters after this, so you can see Raiden's new body, and we'll just go over some other stuff. So we're gonna skip this cutscene, and this stage is from the demo. So it's pretty good because it's not ruining an environment, but it also shows off Raiden's new body.
First, head inland. The waypoint is
Now I
marked
have
with a
some
solid
things
radar. Contact us on
enhanced on
Codex
Raiden because this is his new body. One of the first things you'll see is that this is a new weapon that I got from defeating a boss. And there's a few of these that you're going to get, and you can use these in combination with your sword here. So let's just really quickly find the first batch of guys to come up against. Okay, I need to get out of ninja run because I can't even run up the stairs. Okay, find the first batch of guys that we will fight, and I'll just briefly go over some of the more advanced mechanics, and then we will call this a day.
These bastards are using stealth cover to ambush you. Nice try, but it won't do any good against a state-of-the-art cyborg like you, right?
You may notice that red meter that's right below Raiden's health, but I'm not going to get into what that does, because you'll learn about that during a point of the game that I think is pretty cool. And with all of Raiden's enhancements and upgrades, I made short work of those guys. Okay, let's just skip this cutscene here. And there's an S ranking. Okay. So these are some of the more advanced things that you can do in this game. By pressing up on the directional pad, you can kind of get this augmented view from Raiden. You can see his mask goes on and off when you press the directional up button. And the things that are kind of outlined in blue, those are things that you can cut. in half or into pieces if you want, but when you run or if you use your sword, you will automatically exit this mode. So this is the game's way of making sure that you don't rely on it, kind of like how detective mode in Batman Arkham City was less effective in it was less effective as compared to Arkham Asylum. So that's one thing that you can do. Another thing that you can do if you use the directional buttons left and right is that you can go to this item screen, and you see I have an Electrolyte Pack, which allows me to replenish my health. If it automatically goes down, if my health goes down, the Electrolyte Packs will kick in and restore my health. The cardboard boxes make a return in this game. You don't have to be stealthy, but if you want to, you certainly can. And I guess the last thing that I'll do here is show off the
Looks clear. No one in sight.
I forget exactly what you call those things. They're the little blue slug type things that you can pull out of your enemies to immediately restore your health and your energy. I think it's called like what's it called? Ectopace or paste or something like that. And the game actually explains why Ryan's health does not regenerate like so many games, because we're told that even though they could do that by immediately replenishing his health by grabbing these I believe it's called nano paste. Yeah, nano paste. By getting those off enemies, it's a lot more effective. Just like in other Metal Gear games, you can press select and this is your codec, the different people that you can talk to, and they provide tips and hints for you. There's item boxes scattered about. You can get things like this.
Hostiles in the lower corridor, I see. Try to flank them or approach from behind.
And if you want, you can also stealth kill people. Where is this guy? Yeah. And you can do things like that if you want.
Excellent, Raiden.
Okay, anyway, I'm going to go to the customization menu, and the cool thing about this is if you move into the customization menu, you can come back to the very same stage that you played from the last checkpoint. So well, I don't want to give away the costumes. Yeah, let's go to the main weapon here. So this is my main weapon, and this is the upgrade menu. BP are the battle points that you get from killing enemies and how well and effective you do it, and then you can apply those points towards these different enhancements. So you see I have a couple of strength enhancements on here, I have an absorption enhancement on here, and there's some other just boosts from those strength and energy enhancements and absorption enhancements that I haven't purchased yet. What you can also do is you can improve your life and your endurance, which is basically your health, and your energy meter, which is the fuel cells. And then you also have skills, moves that you can unlock. And to my knowledge, the game does not tell you how to do any of these moves. You just kind of do them kind of by accident. If there is a way to actually see like a skill list that shows you how to actually perform these moves, I have no idea where it is. I have not found it. I've just been doing things totally at random. I wish it was a system to show you exactly how to do these moves, but for the life of me, I just can't find them. And unique weapons are the weapons that you get from enemies. I was currently using the pole arm, and there's other weapons as well that I don't want to spoil for you here. And I think that's the gist of it. Yeah, this is yeah, let's exit this screen, and this is Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Once again, it's out right now by the time you look at this video, and it's $60. It'll last you maybe about 6 or 7 hours to the for the main story. And in my opinion, I think that is worth every dime. If you want to kind of look at it as how much time do you have in a game versus the amount of money that you spend on it, $6 or $60 for about 6 to 7 hours of gameplay. You can look at it as being $10 an hour. Oh, that's too much. but it really just depends on you whether or not you want to invest that money for an experience that's going to last that short period of time. But I can tell you that period of time is a very well spent period of time. This is the kind of game that I can just go back through just to experience all the cool scenes again, just to get a higher ranking in the levels, and to use some of the alternate costumes, and just kind of get a better hold on the story itself. But overall, Metal Gear Rising is a really fun game, and it's great that Platinum Games came in and took over, and it didn't suffer from the too many cooks in the kitchen problem that some games tend to have these days, like Aliens, Colonial Marines, and Duke Nukem 3D, when too many developers had their hands in the pot and it just turned out to be a horrible gumbo that no one likes. So that's all the food references for me today. And yeah, so go ahead and go out and pick up this game. You do not need to know what's going on in the Metal Gear universe to play it. It helps, but it's not required. But what is required is fast reaction times and the willingness to have a good time. That's all you need to play Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. And again, it's time well spent. Until next time, I'm Jeremy, and we'll see you in the next video.